And what I mean by doing a split step, that's this movement. Many people call it a pre-jump or do like this, but we never have to do it. It's a waste of energy and time. So in comparison, if I want to move to that corner and afterwards to that corner without doing split steps, the movement will be like this. And I'm back to the middle. For example, if I now do exactly the same, just using split steps. And I'm back. I felt it a bit more easy and my flow was much better. What's happening is when I do this movement, I unload a lot of potential energy and I can use it when I touch the floor. If I want to get to the defense here without a split step, I just have to stretch out. But if I do the split step, I can do this much easier because I can push the direction I want. So if I want to go to that corner, I'm not able to push myself. It will be something like this. I just run down here, hit, and go forward again. Instead of me throwing right foot forward, so I can push like that. So important that we always start with a split step. And we need to do the split step exactly when our opponent hit the shuttle. So if I do a lift, I can see right now he hit. So I land just when he hits, so I can move in the direction that the shuttle comes. If I do it too early, I might land and then he hit and then I have to go to the corner. Makes no sense, so I need to time it so it will be like that. Or not too late, because if I do it too late, it will be something like this. Because the shuttle is already on the way. If we are to do it a bit late, it's because we're in the defense. So sometimes, if I'm under pressure in the rear backhand, then I can do a later split step to go down and take it at the rear court with a defensive shot. That's alright. But either way, try to time it when your opponent hit the shot. The other thing is what happens at the corners. Sometimes when we are at a corner, for example from the defense here, we tend to stand up. And it also happens down here, for example, I do this, and I stand and watch. It makes absolutely no sense just to stand here and watch. We always have to get back. We land narrow with our feet like this. It makes absolutely no sense. But what I really want to show you, then I just really want to show what happens when I land down here that might slow us down. Is when we land, we get narrow. And this is basically what I mean. We land and stand like this. It makes no sense. We really have to all the time land with big distance between our legs, because then we can push forward. And if we can land differently on our legs, we can use the power we get from the jump to go forward. That means if I land with left, right, like this, I can get forward. And if I land right, left, I can get backward. And if I land on at the same time, it will be just create a movement that goes upward. So we need to do this left, right to get forward. And very important that we don't land too narrow. Yeah. And especially we're not able just to stand still. So we need to get forward when we are doing this. So for example, I want to show to this corner over here. I want to show to this corner here that we have 4 faces. Actually we have 5, but I'll tell you why. That we need to take care of. We need to take care of what happens in the first phase, that's around the center. We are doing the split step push with the right, with the left. Then we have the second phase, and that's the movement from the center to the rear court. And here we also need to move with bigger steps between our legs, so it's like that. Then we have some movement happening around the corner where we're going to hit, and from here I'll do this. scissor jump, land left, right, with still a great distance between our legs. Then we have the movement away from the corner, from here to the center, or to the front corner, or wherever I have to go. I still need to do this movement with bigger steps. So I will land, bigger steps. And here is what happens to many people. They reach the middle too fast. So for example, if I do a clear from here, there will be some time before my opponent hit the shot. So if I do a defensive clear, the movement will be much slower. Then I have to be ready and do the split step. If I do a defensive clear and do like this, I will still have to stand still and wait. And then I waste all the flow, all of the energy I just created to go here. So you really want the timing to be just right to when your opponent hit the shot. Too far down in our legs, and if we are too far down, we're using our thighs, the biggest muscles on our body, and that is so exhausting. So if we're always down here trying to make it work and just keep on going, just really being low in energy, we have to use so much energy just to keep ourselves alive. So sometimes when we are in the defense, we need to make sure to get up, get the rest, and do the split step again. If we keep on staying low, we'll develop these big muscles, or we have to activate the big muscles, and then we of course will have to do a lot of physical training to get our thighs big, because they need to be able to last this tremendous load that you're always in. So that's one of the things that you might pay attention to, that is that you get the rest. Now when we're talking about rest, then we also need to take the breaks that might happen when we're playing. So we don't rush into another rally before actually being ready to play. So instead of me going to this rear court here and do this, do like this, and get ready to return the next one, maybe I should just relax a bit, and maybe I should take a break. So next time I'll do this unforced error like that. I just walk forward, take the shuttle, just maybe check it, then I hand it to my opponent on the other side. If you don't catch it or isn't near the shuttle, I take a break and get ready to play the next rally. So I keep the tempo down, I have the chance to actually catch my breath. Otherwise you will have this high intensity all the time, even though you don't have to shuttle or anything like that. You just rush around all of the time. It takes so much energy to do. And the next thing here is where it begins to get a bit tricky, is to stand tall. So if I hit downwards to my opponent, he'll have to hit it upwards. That's simple logic. But then I can actually think myself of stand a bit more up. Not like this. This is too narrow. I cannot push anywhere. Well, maybe something like this. From here I can push with my left foot and cover the net, something like that. Or I can quite easily go back if I want to do that. So being able to stand a bit more up when you have the offensive situation might also help you, because our explosive muscles, the calves, is our friend here, and they really can help us get fast around on the court. So if we are in a situation where it makes sense, we hit downward and we have the offensive situation, we can use our calves much easier just to stand tall and do some fast movement. We cannot be low here and come up and get low again, come up. We really need to use our calves like this, get down here. It's the same, basically the same movement. The one I just was a bit more ready on the toes and use the calf. the other one using my thighs. So the difference is using my thighs to, now I try to use my thighs most of the time to kill the shuttle. Load in, calves, and just stay low. Now I use the calves instead. Much easier and much faster, and it don't take so much energy.